Some of the stuff that you do in here is really remarkable. Like just seeing you guys get thrown at walls, through walls, up the stairs.
What the mother? Me up the stairs? Remember that?
That was a good line. That's a good line. I can't help but be a little curious about how much of the stunts you did yourselves, but is there an unseen art to picking up the baton from your stunt doubles? Like what's the practicalities of like the noises, the faces you make when you pull yourself
just
back
kind of
up?
make it seamless and all. Yeah. I mean, we did a lot of our own stunts. You know, we were working with one of the best stunt teams in the world. You know, these are the guys and girls who taught Keanu on the John Wick films. And so we really had a great time with it. And it's like when you're working with the best, they make us look good. And in terms of like, passing the baton between us and our stunt doubles, I think a lot of it just has to do with like us being willing to do a lot of our own stunts. And so like, I'm thinking about my stunt double, you know, flipping off the wall, and then it's like for it to seamlessly go into me, it's like I have to learn a move that goes from that. And so I'm learning moves like doing these tumbles, and where if you go from him to me in mid tumble, that makes it easy, that makes it smooth, that type of thing.
Yeah, it's dope. And for in my situation, my stunt double, eerily from the back as we're walking, looks exactly like me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we're moving and things like that, there were things where the day wasn't as long for me because, you know, stepping into the places where they really need me was more like really thought out. So we really got the most of the day, you know, especially at the beginning of that scene where I'm fighting the grandmother. I mean, my stunt double was just like, boom, come here, go here, face here, da-da-da. And so that makes it look like it's just, you know.
Part of it's just having a good stunt double.
Yeah, and probably watching them and plugging into the nuances of like what their reactions are, actually going through the motions themselves.
Definitely. That said, like we went for it, and like I got beat up. Like I had bruises all over my whole body. To the point, like our director calls it, I got my tiger stripes. But like I got things that are gonna last forever. But I love it because I love this movie and good memories from it.
Yeah. Well, Dave, there's a full circle element in this film. Jamie, are you aware of what his first on-screen movie was?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know.
Yeah, he probably knows.
Give it to me.
You think it's Superbad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, Superbad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Full circle is the peeing.
Yes,
in my pants?
exactly. Yep.
I think this is the end of my career. You got to bookend the career with the pissing yourself.
So was there any thought to the significance of that? And do you have any plans to upstage Tom Hanks with his urination fascination in film?
Tell me about this first.
Okay, so Forrest Gump, Green Mile, League of Their Own, he all has peeing scenes.
That's true.
And there's a lot of other films like the Burbs, I think Apollo 13, Money Pit. They all have lines in it that, like, he's stuck in a situation and he's like, I gotta get out of it. He's like, I gotta use the restroom.
Is he ever peeing himself in any of those?
Yes.
Oh, he is? In which one?
Well, I don't know if he's doing it actually himself, but he surely sells it.
Okay, yeah. Which one of those is he pissing himself?
Well, A League of Their Own for sure.
No, but he's peeing he's going to the urinal. He's just doing that long.
Yeah.
So I think
not quite pee your pants.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say I got the throne for that. Yeah. The question was,
you're gonna keep going with this.
Got it. I think 2 films is probably enough. At least I think I should have a rule of like 10 years between every time I piss myself. Yeah.
Speaking of a fascination of a different degree, but you with your truck in this film, very rad Chevy, but also in Due Date you have the Dodge Warlock, and so and you have your own collection. So did you have any say in what the make and model would be in this film? Because
that was JJ, and I think, you know, JJ from Texas, me being from Texas, a great pickup truck, man. You know what that does, and I don't know if people realize this, but just visually, it takes you somewhere. You know, like sometimes when I look at movies and the car may be a little too slick, it kind of takes me a little out of. But this right here, you could smell the oil that's leaking, and the grinding of the gear shifts, and so when you have something like that, it really gives authenticity to the character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It gives you all of what we wanted to convey.
And we were spending a lot of time on that truck, so it's important. It really informs a lot about who you are. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that attention to detail. I'm the same way with watching, like, wardrobes
Oh,
in movies that don't
definitely.
feel worn in.
Definitely.
Like, they feel like they came just off the rack.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have great people with that, and it was like you can even feel the dust a little bit when the truck starts the driving scene. It's just something about a truck, man. You know.
Yeah. As you can probably tell, I'm a meticulous film watcher. I really like to look for those details. So all throughout, I should show you my notes. It's ridiculous. But I was looking into like so many things like your license plate, 316 PCE, and I'm like, what is the significance? And I started going down a rabbit hole.
John 3:16.
Yep.
Is that true? Are you making that up right now?
No, I'm not making it.
What else you got? What other notes you got?
Well, not quite as detailed as that,
Sure.
but I really enjoyed like your character's ringtone and things like that.
People are loving
Bro, that
the
ringtone, but the ringtone take you out, boy. When you hear that ringtone, it take you out.
Yeah. But are there any particular details that, there's a lot of gray areas with your characters and you can color that in. So like all these little things I'm like you were talking about with your truck, I'm like, I can sense a history that he may have that may not take direct dialogue or it needs a straight shot for me to really know what it is. But is there anything that you're like most proud of that you may have contributed to it detail wise?
The one thing on the
Oh, yeah.
so putting the picture on the steering wheel of my daughter it just gives me gives Bud a way to weave that through sort of a little bit of the
Constant
fabric.
reminder of your
Constant
motivation.
reminder of
Yeah.
motivation.
And that was him. He was like, I think we
Yeah.
should have her face right here.
And those are certain things that are like just, look, we're doing high idea comedy, but I think certain things just keeps us sort of grounded.
You gotta have stakes.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
And I think I don't know if there's like a prop that I had or anything like that, but this is a character that I didn't want him to be like the prototypical nerdy character, and there's obviously elements of that, but like I think what maybe makes it slightly different is that he's more just like a by the books guy. He has his ways, he's set in his ways, but he has agency. He's gonna stand up to this guy. He's not like the meek nerd who's just gonna be a pushover. It's like he's like, I know my stuff. I know you're tough. I know some people are scared of you, but I'm gonna stand up to you.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Speaking of those props, how did you keep from not playing with like the steak chucks and the pool equipment with that secret compartment that has all the vampiric stuff in it?
Yeah.
Did you take any souvenirs?
Well, no. Look, I'm still trying to get this truck. I got the T-shirt. I got the T-shirt because we actually did the actual T-shirt that I wore. We actually had them made in Atlanta from my guy. His name is T at Exclusive Game. So what happened was they made a T-shirt. I said, yeah, but there's a certain thing that certain T-shirts that we like and how they fit because of our build. So we need exclusive tees.
Are we talking the pool?
The pool shirt.
Yeah.
So the shirt. So there's a certain fit that we all like.
Describe that fit.
The fit is this. Like, remember when the white tee was everything?
Sure.
So like you would see that in all music videos.
Yeah.
We got guys that make those for us. So our guy, his name is T from Exclusive Game in Atlanta.
Amazing.
Now he makes high-end clothes, but his T-shirts,
How do you want that
Am I
shirt to
right?
fit, though? How do you want it to fit?
we don't want it to be too far up here.
Sure.
It has to come
Sure.
down here, and then we have to have a little bit of a neck.
Yeah.
Because like
You're saying a little looseness around the
no,
neck?
it has to be up. We don't because the first T-shirt I had was
Okay,
was
yeah.
this. I was like, no, we need that exclusive tee to come up here, and it gives you a little. The way he cuts it gives you a little thing, even though you may not have it. It gives the illusion that I got a little.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about the length of the tee?
Not too long.
Not too long?
Yeah.
What about body?
The way he cuts it is where it's almost like it's how you say tailored a little bit, but not so much to where so that way you can have your tailor, and if you got a little bit of this, it kind of gives you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Gives you a little cover.
Not the nightgown. That
The night.
Welcome to the day shift, motherfucker.